knows. And when Google understands that your app is not good, it deranks your app. It's just there are so many issues that comes with wrong type of marketing. So always remember, whenever you are marketing, always remember that use your app as a platform that people can connect with. All right. So let's just say we want to go with this. So what we are going to do is, and I would recommend you to start with the language you understand. So I'm going to start with English. So for English, let's see what Germany got going on right now. All right. So for Germany, in the beauty industry app, so actually, of course, there will be German apps and stuff, but let's see. Many of these apps you see here, one more thing I want you guys to understand, remember, many of these apps right here are nothing but translation of the English app. There was an English app before this, and then they realized that they can release it for other countries also. They just re-release it with the translated interface, and that's how simple it is to create revenue. All right, so let's just go with a simple one, Australia. All right, let's see. Let's create a story around it. Australia. So what is this? True color match by TCI. Let's see. AI hairstyle try on. All right. So now here we can create this. We can create a story around it or not. Most of the time, when an app solves a good quality problem, you can create a better story rather than something that is only for entertainment. But let's just say you want to create a story around this app. All right. So what we are going to do is we are going to take a screenshot of this app. So we are going to take a full page screenshot. It's gonna take the screenshot, and alright, so we're gonna copy this, we're gonna come here, we are gonna paste it here. Alright, so it's pasting. Let's see. Alright, now create me a story type article to promote this app. Right, let's see. Oh god, so it's basically writing in some local language stuff. Let me solve this problem. 1 second. Alright, so let's continue. And what we are going to do is we're going to read this story. So I have got the stories in order, and I had to give couple of prompts. So let me explain you the prompt before we move forward. So what I did was I gave it a prompt to create an article with a story, and whatever country you choose, if you are going to promote it in America, use American names. If you are going to promote it in Germany, then write in German and then use German names. Or if you cannot write in German, of course sometimes this particular translation makes mistakes, so at least use German names. They understand English there, and use German names, and whatever country you choose. All right, so let's just read. So this is the app that I used. So this is the app. It's for Brazil, Argentina, and Colombia, but let's say I want to promote it in America. All right, so what it does, so here swap. So now this was the app actually. So this was the app. So it has Pakistan is its biggest installations, then US, and then Bangladesh, which is actually very weird because as we can see there are 2 tier 3 countries and one is tier 1 country. I don't know what's the issue here, and actually I do know what's the issue here, and I will be explaining in the upcoming tutorials how these apps get installations from not very official sources. All right, let's just see what kind of story we have got from ChatGPT. So for ChatGPT, it has how one simple app is changing the way we experiment with our looks. All right, so yeah, one more thing. Whenever you are using ChatGPT to write any promotional article, don't get lazy. Read the article from top to bottom and change if you want to change, make fixes. Realize that at the end of the day, AI has done its job. Now it's your job to put the human touch in it, because many times it just use some stereotypical stuff, and I recommend you to use your own creativity, your own ideas. All right, so for most people, changing a hairstyle is not a casual decision. It's the risk, it's single haircut, and This is the article. So here it's a small story. You can remove the small story stuff. Emily's safe transformation. So story of Emily, here you can write it as it is in a history of Emily. And Emily has a bold hairstyle. Yeah, one more thing you can do is you can use images. Don't use person's images, use only hair images. So it will help you to actually create a connection. And people, because we most humans are visual learners, they look at the image and they have some feeling. At the end of the day, what we are trying to do is we are trying to make a connection with the audience. All right, so for this app or any app, always remember, if you want to create great quality ad campaigns, put stories behind it. Even if you can use it for the app, you can use it for any product. At the end of the day, our app is our product. When in-app purchases is the greatest income driver for the app, right? If the highest income driver is in-app purchases, so here you can see for me also, in-app purchases got like $12,000 for me, and ad revenue is only $1,000. It's not much, but these apps does what? Top charts. Here you can see top grossing. They make money by in-app purchases. So this is the reality. And now this story works really well. I'll be showing you in my upcoming tutorials and stuff how you can put these stories online, what kind of graphics you should use, how to get higher CTRs, how to get higher traffic on your articles, and really make people install the app, what call to action, where you should put the call to action, how to make connections with your audience. And that's how you create a a very high possibility that people will install your app. Because whenever people get exposed to an ad, they don't take action immediately. You have to give them continuous exposure over and over again, and that's how you basically create authority in the online space. All right, so let me just finish this tutorial right now here, and we will be discussing it in our upcoming tutorials, how this whole app business actually works. And here's one more thing I would recommend you all: always remember, create multiple income streams. Do not get stuck in one, because if you get stuck in one income stream and something bad happens, because the world is unpredictable, all your income and all your revenue is gonna go. All right, so that's why if you are new to the app business and app marketing and stuff, it's a great business to be part of. You just have to be consistent and you have to take the right steps. Today we discussed about the research. If you guys want, I have a small homework for you all. Please comment below in my next video if you have done the homework. Do your research, and your research should go like this. All right, first pick the store that you want to create your app for. All right, do you want to go with Apple? Do you want to go with Android? If you are going for tier 2 tier 3 countries, go with Android. If you want to go with tier 1 countries and you have good budget for advertising and marketing, go with Apple. All right, once you're done with that, pick a region, whatever region you want to create. So let's say you want to go with Canada. All right, once you're done with that, once you Canada, then you go with beauty app, book and reference app, whatever it is. So let's say you want to go with book and reference, then pick a category. Once you are done with picking a category, then you just create in-app purchases. Do you want to have in-app purchases? And this is something that when you create the app, you're going to decide that. But all these up to here, up to category, pick all these things and decide what you want to create, and comment below. If you are, don't give me the exact, of course don't put in the comment your exact app idea, because in the app business ideas get stolen every day. So be very, very careful. Don't share your ideas to anyone. Create an app, promote your app, make sure that your app is profitable by creating great quality campaigns, and you will be good. So we are going to meet you. So we are going to basically meet all of we are going to meet in the next tutorial. And yeah, that's all there is to it. And one more thing I would like to see, this app looks kind of interesting. Before we go, Read Era, let's see what this app is. $20,000 last month revenue. This app has the highest installation in USA. What this app does: sending, reading, and managing books. So this is just sending, reading. So here you can see manage files, VOB, and it has a 30-day money back guarantee. So yeah, there are so many app ideas that you can go for. Just make sure that you have decided in the next tutorial, because we are going to continue with the marketing and of the app marketing concept. If you don't know how to create apps, please do the Google search, because on YouTube there is very highly detailed tutorials available, 10-12 hour tutorials available where people have made a full app. Or you can use AI to create your app, but make sure when you're creating AI, always understand the basics of app development and security stuff. When you are using in-app purchases, make sure that your security is on point, because people are going to put in their credit card information, or they're going to use the app store payment processor. Whatever the case is, please make sure you keep these things very secure. And yeah, once you're done with all this, you will be very you will be fine, and eventually you're going to make money. So that's all there is to it. I will see you in the next upcoming tutorials. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.